What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 community AI only battle. Things staying pretty interesting. There's still plenty of wars going on. South America, obviously, we've got the Incans and the Brazilians. Wait, do we? Did they go to war last video? I'm pretty sure they did. Hang on, maybe not. The Aztecs are definitely falling. I'll check that in a second. I don't want to just open the menu though while it's loading because it goes slow. For some reason I think they are, and it looks like they are, so it wouldn't surprise me. But maybe it was Argentina again. I've just completely forgotten. The Aztecs, of course, are falling down to one city. I imagine Texas should probably win this race, and we'll see this turn whether they do, because obviously they can bomb it with their planes, get it to 0 health, and then this Lancer can sneak in. Unless they pieced out already, which again is not. No, it's not happened. Okay, so that Lancer probably could have done it, but oh yeah, it was okay. It fell one short, but their planes are really going to help. The Sioux are still trying to go after the Shoshone. Give them some credit. It's not going their way, but they're still trying. Ethiopia, of course, took this island from Belgium, and Belgium still seem relatively safe. I mean, Stalin is not having the best of luck up here in attacking. Austria, of course. Wait, Austria are at war with Byzantium. Sorry, it's been a while since the last episode, so I'm just getting into grips with everything again. Austria are at war, of course, with Stalin, but they're not having much success over here. The Soviets are doing fine. And the Huns pieced out with Babylon, the worst possible time. They nearly got the job done, and they're just like, no, let's give up now. We've done enough. So maybe India could sneak in here, grab this away, potentially. Southern Africa still remains incredibly quiet, and even Western Africa as well. It's just Ethiopia who are doing stuff, and they are spread very thin. So obviously it'll be interesting to keep an eye on them. Look at the Burundi and even Nigeria compared to them. They're spread pretty thin. Obviously they have a huge navy out here, even though it's kind of an old navy. We see people with battleships now. See, compared to Vietnam, they would be blown away. And Vietnam, of course, probably it's their turn now. Let's see how this siege of Kyoto goes. Yeah, so next turn we imagine we'll see the elimination of Japan, and that will be a big step for Vietnam. They were looking very strong before. They looked like they were going to win, potentially. They were definitely in the lead probably before this war, and Japan that was no mean feat. Like, Japan were doing well, and now they're probably going to be eliminated completely by Vietnam, which just changes the landscape of at least the Pacific Ocean civs completely, because like Polynesia will now be worried about Vietnam, who can get to them. Korea are almost surrounded by Vietnam borders, and obviously Mongolia are here for them as well. It's not going to be a fun time, and obviously you've also got Samoa down here, who might be able to hold their own, but it's still going to be very important. Obviously, if Vietnam were to take these 3 Samoan islands, the population would be incredible. 37, 28, and 28. So many people live in these 3 cities. That is going to be ridiculous for population. Obviously, there's Australia, who are a little bit less affected, but it could still have an impact. And let's just quickly, it's Ethiopia's go right now. I don't think they're doing anything too important. Okay, this is going to take a second. This is not the right button. Yeah, this is the right button. Never mind. It should be at the top, I think. Yeah, it should. Argentina. No, not Argentina. The Inca are at war with Brazil, Australia, Texas, Babylon, Rhodesia, Kiowa. Oh, I think, yeah, I think there's a coalition against the Incans, actually. But I think they should be fine. Texas won't cause them too much of a problem, because it's just a bit awkward to get over here. In Brazil, again, won't be able to do too much, but the city is wide open. Obviously, Brazil failed to take it when Argentina had it. I wouldn't expect much better here, plus the Incans have plenty of air support to help them out. And something Brazil is not lacking, but they don't have as much. And the Incans are much stronger in the Pacific. Of course, that's not going to help dealing with Brazil. Oh, another problem for the Incans is Australia is now here. So just keep an eye on that. That could be bad. Actually, I think that might be... Is that the Incans? Yeah, I just read it. I'm pretty sure it's the Incans. If not, it's Argentina. They look like they're going south, but yeah, I think Inca and Australia are at war. It's Texas's turn now. It's taken a while, I imagine, because they're going to take this. Yep, and that is the Aztecs eliminated. And a big amount of land. Mexico now all under Texan control, as well as the eastern cities of North America. So Texas still looking pretty big. They ain't giving up the chase just yet on Vietnam. Obviously Ethiopia trying to put up their own fight too. And wow, okay, they just did a lot of damage here with their planes to the city of Ghent, and that could provide if they do that again, and they destroy some of those boats, then there is definitely a chance here that Ethiopia takes a big city in the southeast of France. And that would be a big step. Obviously, they've already got quite a few cities within Europe. They got 2 in Italy, 1 in Greece, 1 over here on the Black Sea, eastern coast, plus there's a couple of islands in the Mediterranean. Obviously, they've now got some North African coastal cities. Ethiopia very much becoming a huge player in Europe, just as much as they are in Africa. Let's see what Korea get up to. They're just sort of chilling here. Korea looks like they've got open borders with Mongolia. Maybe they've agreed that there is a bigger issue to their south to deal with. I mean, even Mongolia seems to be sort of shifting their units this way, potentially in acceptance that they will eventually lose these eastern 2 cities to Vietnam or even Korea. Let's go have a look. Vietnam just failed. We know what they're like, so this could be bad for them, but I'm sure this Mobile Sam will get the job done next turn if the Viet Cong unit cannot. I don't think they can take cities, which is one of their problems. Or maybe it's just the AI. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure someone said the Viet Cong can't take cities before. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. I'm sure someone else will know in the comments. Oh, India is actually attacking Kilwa. Maybe they could... This is going to be the complete reverse. Kilwa settled India, had that city for so long. India finally took it, and now once this arrives in particular, we may see Kilwa eliminated by India, and India will have a city in Africa. Rhodesia's still just chilling here, not doing very much, which is a great shame. Same goes for Burundi. We'll see, maybe something will happen. Nigeria now have a ton of planes, Mali have a ton of planes, Burundi have at least 10 planes. Rhodesia don't have any, so I don't know, they have 4. I imagine that means limited oil for them. And let's see Australia then, once this next turn begins. Okay. I think we're going to go to turn 400, bold claim. I mean, we're 12 turns away from 350. I don't think we need to stop just yet, so I think we'll try and get to 400. Obviously, if it becomes ridiculously slow, and it's obvious we're like never going to make it to 400, then I'll change it a little bit. But I think 350 is a bit premature. That's not that long away. Okay, I was wrong. Brazil took La Plata very quickly, and this could be a big change in the power of South America. Zaragoza is taking a bit of a beating though from the Incan units, but Australia sort of backed off a bit here because I think the Incans have come up with some battleships, showing a bit of their force, and these privateers probably won't last too long. Probably got 1 shot at taking this city, and it might be a bit too much. The Incans also have plenty of stuff over here which they are going to go after Texas with. Obviously Texas only have 1 city, giving them access to the Pacific, San Antonio here, and with 2 population, I can't imagine the production is great. Stalin is still trying. The Soviets really trying. They're doing damage to Belgium. They're definitely killing units that embark in the sea. This artillery will not be helpful, but it doesn't look like they're going to unify Sweden with Norway just yet. And it seems like... Okay, Ethiopia haven't gone yet, so we'll see what sort of event happens there. Next on this, Ethiopian carrier just sat here. Just a reminder, it's been a while now, so they've probably all forgotten. I've forgotten. It's probably over a week ago now, which is weird when you think about it, that Samoa completed the Manhattan Project. Still no signs of any sort of nukes or anything. Obviously, not that many turns have passed since that happened, but it's quite a few episodes ago, so people might forget. And that's fair enough. Who is it? Is there anyone I'm just completely not looking at right now? What are you up to, Attila? Looks like Attila might be preparing to go after India, which I don't think will go too well for him, if I'm going to be honest. He should have killed off Babylon. He's in a tough place right now, because Ethiopia is obviously not someone to go after. He's had his difficult times going after Byzantium, even though planes would make it easier for him now. Japan just fell. We'll go have a look at that in a second. He could also... I think Stalin would have been his best option, going after the Soviets. Or maybe just driving the Moors out, or going for both of these cities, helping Austria a little bit. Would have been his best plan. Mongolia is obviously here. I mean, they're not going to invade him. It's very unlikely that Genghis Khan would do that. It just wouldn't really work out for him. And there you go. Japan is eliminated shortly after. The Aztecs are eliminated. More power to Vietnam. Plenty of coastal cities now for them, if they ever build the courthouses. Someone did point out that Attila is order. I'm pretty sure he is. I don't have my book with me right now with them all written down in. And so that the ones that got the free courthouse, but that's not an excuse, okay? He could have built courthouses very easily. Like, he's had this city, I'm pretty sure, since well before then. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he got this city quite early. Either way, this is no excuse for all of these cities still being puppets. Maybe he wants to keep them as puppets, but still. Or, no, it was the resistance one, wasn't it? I don't know what I was saying, but it was something. But yeah, there was no excuses. He could have built one. Like, he had more than enough time to have built one, even if he didn't get a free one. So no excuses for him. How are you doing, Ethiopia? Okay, they sort of stopped here. What's the upcoming? World Ideology Freedom. I don't see you winning that one for some reason. Polynesia and whoever else it was that went freedom. Who was it? Let me just check. Iroquois. I don't think so. For whatever reason, don't think that's going to happen. I'm sorry. The Iroquois, their few units they did have that weren't very good, pretty much have been destroyed in the Sioux. They're just spreading everywhere. What are you guys... They're just bored of being stuck up here. The Sioux are settling everything up here right now. It's crazy. All the way over here now. Iceland is yet to be settled. I've noticed that. But yeah, the Iroquois, pretty much surrounded by the Sioux. This would be helpful for the Sioux if they had planes, because then they could be very close and stuff. But that's not going to happen. Maybe Texas could assist, but at the moment, they probably just need to recover a little bit. They lost quite a bit attacking this, although they're still pretty strong. They're obviously at war with the Incans as well, which is going to cause some issues. These planes will help, though. And Brazil, I don't think will make much more progress. The Incans did destroy pretty much all of the Australian threat off this coast. So that's good. And Argentina's obviously just sort of sat here, waiting right now for the end. India is sort of arriving still on the Kilwa coast, but they've destroyed most of the units. So once these other boats get here, just maybe we'll see India grab a little bit of East Africa for themselves. How weird is that going to be? How weird is that going to be? The Celts are still around. Don't really comment on them because they're not really doing anything. But they are here. They are trying. They are getting in the way. I saw they had some stuff over here that got destroyed. Ooh, actually Belgium is now landing pretty effective counterattack against the city of Minsk, and Austria might be about to take Moscow. That might be the bigger issue for the Soviets. I think that, yeah, the Moors have given them open borders, which has really helped. And although it's only one artillery, they've got stuff coming up through Attila's land too. This could be bad. I mean, taking Moscow would be such a weird city for Austria to take. But if it happens, I mean, it's happened, and this could be bad, because the Belgians are also making plenty of progress, landing units now in Scandinavia. Could be worrying. Belgium is pretty empty. There's not many units left. If the Moors were to once again go after them, that would change things. And obviously Ethiopia is still... They've got this ready. They're not preparing to attack just yet. They're taking their time. But this force is here. And I imagine soon they will be trying to attack the city of Ghent. No wars breaking out in Africa right now. As it flicks through the... Okay, I was wrong. Burundi declares war. Oh my goodness, this is going to be huge. Burundi v Nigeria... Ethiopia can probably only watch. They don't have the strength right now in Africa to get involved here. So Burundi, look at that. They're probably going to take Lagos next turn, which will be a huge blow to Nigeria, who we know are doing well. So if Burundi picks up even 2 cities out of this, it's going to be costly. There's a ton of Nigerian units. It's probably the biggest war 1v1 we've seen so far, I think. Let's have a look. I mean, Texas v the Incans might be bigger numbers, but obviously we know there's not going to be any combat there. So let's just quickly see military manpower, how these guys are doing. Burundi are the 4th biggest army in the world, 370... Okay, no, I was wrong. The Incan-Texan War, although those numbers have gone down a bit, I don't think it would have matched this. 4th biggest army, the 6th biggest army. There's 20,000 men between them, so I imagine that's what, a couple of units. This can be crazy. Vietnam, Ethiopia, and the Huns, the only ones above them. Wow, Mongolia is in 7th. I don't know how that's possible, but there you go. That is a huge turning point to which we're going to end this video. So I'm sure everyone's going to be excited for the next one now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on this video. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and be sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.